Now, the strong emotions such as frustration and anger that can come from confrontation both inside and outside of the game can cause us or stop us from accessing peak performance states or flow. And if you want to perform at your best, you need to eliminate the emotional interference that can get in your way and that stops you from playing your best. Now, getting mad and getting even might feel like it's doing good, but ultimately it stops us from thinking strategically about our game. You see, muscles tense and tighten, and flexibility, speed and agility decrease as we try and stand up and stick up for ourselves and what's fair. But the thing is, life isn't fair, and it's in those moments we need to access our inner reserves of confidence. Now, we have two mental muscles, and the choice of which one to use can either help us or hinder us. You see, we have our giving in muscle and we have our resistance muscle. And your giving in muscle loves the anger and the aggression that comes from confrontation because it delivers a hit of high octane fuel. But if you resist the temptation and instead if you activate your resistance muscle instead, then you'll find it easier to access what we call a reflective confidence, and then you'll get the fuel that you need to play at your best. Now, there are two kinds of confidence in sports psychology. You have reactive confidence, and this is the confidence that comes after you've done something to be proud of, the confidence that comes from achievement. But reflective confidence is different because this is the confidence that comes from knowing that you are developing your strengths, and it comes from knowing those strengths and deeply appreciating them and your ability to perform or to compete with the best of them. Now, a truly confident sports person has reflective confidence, and these are the people who are proactive. When something goes wrong, as it often does, they don't react by flying off the handle, or if they do, they know how to quickly shake it off and to rise above the challenge and see it for what it is, a small setback in a long and constantly improving career. And when you can rise above it, you're less involved in it, and then you can disconnect from it and reflect on it much easier. And when you're in reflective mode, you are less focused on the outcome and more deeply immersed in the process and delivering your best performance. Now, because of the sometimes aggressive nature of sport, very often we have reactive confidence in abundance, and it's that surface confidence that comes after we get the result. But if you have to wait until you get the result to feel that rush of confidence, well then you're missing out on the true value that comes from being a truly confident athlete. Now, reactive confidence won't help you if you're the victim of a foul, a referee's bad decision, or if you've missed an easy pass or an easy putt. Because when things go wrong and you're feeling a surge of frustration, anger, or disappointment, or defeat or anxiety, or even regret, that's when you need to tap into your reflective confidence. So the key is to build stronger reflective confidence so that you're able to see the bigger picture when you're dealing with those strong emotions. And just as you have conditioned your muscles, so too can you condition your confidence. And a good sports mind coach will help you to strengthen your ego and to build a belief that your best will always be good enough. Now let me say that again. Build a belief that your best will always be good enough. And so to do this, one of the first things that we would have to do is to install some empowering beliefs deep into your subconscious mind. And then the next thing we'd have to do is to condition your mental muscles with the confidence of believing that you'll perform well in every situation, including the ones that frustrate you and anger you. Now, you can learn the techniques to just let it go and to stop your brain from fixating on the frustration that comes from feeling like you failed, or fixating on confrontation, or carrying aggression that can stop you from getting in the zone. And once you've learned to do, like what Elsa does in Frozen, let it go, well then you will move out of having the survival response of your muscles freezing and not delivering the kind of play you need. You'll move out of feeling stuck, you'll move out of that paralysis of analysis, and you'll move out of being a victim of your own emotions. Now, another key skill to learn is how to install a firewall, like a mental program. A firewall to protect you from fear, frustration, confrontation, and aggression that you know are a natural part of the game. And when we install this firewall, it will give you the skills to reflect instead of react. Okay, now closely linked with reflective confidence is this thing called composure. So what is composure? Well, it is a skill that you can learn that will help you to very quickly recover and to get on with the game and to limit the damage a setback can have on your focus and on your performance. And here's the thing. Emotions are fuel. So what are you feeding your body? Because elite performers realize that emotions are the fuel that drive our body. Now, anger is an emotion. Anxiety is an emotion. Fear is an emotion. And when the wrong emotion is activated, then the top athletes know that they're using the wrong fuel in their carefully tuned body. Now, I suppose this is particularly noticeable in golf, but it can be equally applied to all sports where you find yourself standing over the ball and where there's an expectation that you must do well. Because negative emotions put the wrong fuel into your muscles. And if you are feeding the wrong fuel into those carefully conditioned muscles, then the anxiety, fear, and anger will cause your muscles to misfire. And again, that can cause the really fine motor movements you need to get that shot to where it's supposed to go. Well, then the muscles are tense, nervous, and jittery, and you may not have that precision you need.